Okay, so I do have the audiobook and I also have it pulled up on my Kindle. But yeah, I'm having fun. How am I only 21% in? And I'm like I don't want to put it down. I'm shattering my heart, the fact that he was abandoned. Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm super excited because we're going to be reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. First of all, I'm very sad that I haven't read this yet, but I saw that people keep talking about the movie on TikTok. I keep seeing edits and I'm just like very excited because I had planned on reading this year anyways, and I had no idea that they were even making a movie, but the fact that I keep seeing it reminded me that I wanted to read it. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna read it and might as well vlog it. So we're gonna be reading Frankenstein and I will be updating you while I watch the actual movie. I found it on Kindle Unlimited and it does have an audiobook with it, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to just really spend the day to just relax because it is so windy outside. I wanted to get into some classic literature this year and I just didn't get around to doing it, which I was really sad about, but better late than never. I've heard that Frankenstein is a really good place to start if you're looking to get into classic literature. I think when it came to the classics that I was mainly excited to read, it was definitely Dracula, Frankenstein, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What else? I think those are the main ones that I was really excited to read. It's cold, it's windy, and it is really just like the perfect day to start reading this. So I already put my Christmas lights on. I'm gonna put a little ambiance on the TV and I'm just gonna relax. I'm gonna relax and it's gonna be a cozy day. So let's just jump right into it. A little sneak peek at my brother's Christmas present that I'm working on. Okay, so I do have the audiobook and I also have it pulled up on my Kindle. Okay, so far I am really enjoying it. I was a little bit confused at first, but I'm no longer confused. I was just like, wait a minute, but I got it. We're good now. I think I'm only about like 15 maybe percent into it because I did start some earlier this morning. I had to like pause and like take a couple breaks because I was just like not really having a great day today, which is fine. I'm fine. I'm tired. I didn't go to bed till like 3:30 I think last night, so I think I'm going to get ready for bed, maybe like journal a little bit and then turn in for the night, just because I don't want to feel super tired tomorrow and I want to be able to read more of this. I don't know how long this is going to take me. It is very short, but I am like taking breaks in between and writing my journal about it because I am really enjoying it so far. But yeah, I'm having fun. Last night I ended at like 21% and I have to say that I am enjoying this so much. I actually did not want to put it down, but I was so tired and I knew I had to go to bed, and how am I only 21% in? And I'm like I don't want to put it down. I don't want to put it down. Like, it's so good. And mind you, I went into this not knowing anything really about it besides of, oh, I've seen some edits online of the new movie and I hear some people talking about it that I'm like, oh, this sounds good. I really want to read it. And it's been something that I've always wanted to read, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And genuinely, this book is so easy to read. It's very digestible. I feel like if you've never read a classic before, this is absolutely a good choice. Like, it's very smooth and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it so much. I really wish that I would have purchased a copy of it so that I can annotate inside the book. Already, I just feel like if I would have had a physical copy, I would have written so much down into the book that I'm just like kind of sad, but it's okay. It's fine. This just gives me the opportunity to purchase it again, do a reread, and actually get to write down my notes inside of it. But I have been like saving and highlighting and like annotating on the ebook. So when I do actually pick up a physical copy, I can transfer my notes over and then I'll probably just end up doing a whole reread and just like add new notes, and I'm very excited. So I also want to say that the writing style is beautiful. I cannot believe, let me just double check. I literally had to look up Mary Shelley to get more information about her because I'm just enjoying this so much. To my understanding, Mary Shelley wrote this when she was 18, and I do think that that is amazing, especially of the fact that like this is so good. Like, genuinely, this is good. The writing is very good. I am listening to the audiobook through Kindle Unlimited. It does have this book and it also has the audiobook for free if you have Kindle Unlimited, so I like that. I really do. Okay, actually, what I really found interesting is that the depiction of the creature is nothing like the depiction that we all know. You know how he's like green and he has the bolts in his neck? That is not the depiction. I really didn't know that. I thought that that was just what he looked like. So when I saw edits from the movie and I saw what the creature looked like, I was like, wait, but that doesn't look like the creature. Girl. Girl, turns out that that is absolutely not, that green creature is not what the creature actually looks like. I actually do want to look up where that depiction came from, because I feel like that's the depiction that everybody knows that hasn't read the book. I was a little surprised when I read the description of the creature and I was like, wait, where's the green skin? Where are the bolts in his neck? Wait, what happened? It's not what he looks like. That is so crazy to me. I need to know how we got to where we are. How did we get to depicting the creature as this green monster? So yeah, those are my only thoughts that I have right now. I was worried about maybe not liking the writing style or not understanding. I don't know why I have this like, I don't know, I have this like thing with classics where I have always thought that classics were like, oh, I'm never gonna read them because like I just don't think they're for me. They don't sound interesting. The writing style is probably like something that I won't understand. But that is like so not true. I don't know what I was thinking, because I think I did mention that a lot of people said that this was a good starter if you're looking to get into the classics, and I couldn't agree more. And it's making me want to pick up other classics and try them out, more specifically like Gothic classic, because I feel like that's something that I would really enjoy. Anyways, I'm gonna finish getting ready and then we can read some more. You know what I just had a thought about? With all of the hype that's going on, especially on Book Talk, all the edits that I'm seeing, I can just feel, I feel it in the air. I can just feel an author starting to write a Frankenstein retelling or reimagining, a romance one. I can just feel it. I feel it. We'll check back to see if I'm right or not. Okay, so I just read up to the 40% mark. I don't want to stop reading, but I'm so tired. So when I was at the 22% mark, I paused, did some journaling. Now I'm at the, what did I say? I'm at the 40% mark. So I think I'm gonna sleep on it, and then in the morning I'll probably journal about my thoughts. See, I don't even know what to say because I don't want to spoil it, because I feel like some people still haven't read this. So all I'm gonna say is the whole thing with William and Justine, oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I feel like today I didn't spend as much time reading as I would have liked today. But yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. Kind of wish I would have read it sooner, if I'm being real. But yeah, I'm gonna sleep on it and then I'll give thoughts tomorrow. I have to go take off my makeup and like get ready for bed. Okay friends, it is the next day. It is nighttime. I finally have a chance to sit down and read and I am so excited. I did start a little bit because I did have dinner, so I did start reading it a little bit more while I was eating. I am 48% in. Right now, the creature is explaining how he got to the point where he is right now, and I feel so unbelievably bad for him. It's not even funny. Like, shattering my heart, the fact that he was abandoned. So it's literally breaking my heart to hear, like, from his perspective, everything that has gone on, and the fact that he was basically a baby just trying to figure out life and didn't have anybody to help him, to teach him how to live, to be, you know what I mean? Like, he was, it makes me so angry and so emotional, and I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like, Victor is like, I'll just say that my notes are filling up. My notes are filling up fast. If you have not read it already, you absolutely need to. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. And I went on Goodreads, I don't know why I did this, and to look at the reviews, and was like very shocked. I feel like there is an uptick of people now picking up Frankenstein because of the movie. But some of the reviews, I mean, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, of course, but some of the reviews are just kind of like, did you not understand it? Like the things that people, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I'm obsessed. I love this so much. Like, this is shaping up to be one of my favorite books. That's how much I'm really enjoying it. It's making me feel a lot. It's making me, like, question things. It's making me think about things in a deeper way. And literally before this, I was absolutely falling into a reading slump. Absolutely falling into a reading slump. I didn't know what I wanted to read. I didn't have, not that I didn't have a desire to read, because I really did, but I just, everything I was picking up, I was putting down. And I think it's because I have recently got off my period, and I was mentioning this on TikTok, but like the week before I get my period, I get so depressed. I genuinely should talk to my doctor about this, because like I get so depressed. It was really bad this time around. About, I want to say maybe the week before my period, during my period. It was really bad. It was really bad. Oh my gosh, I will literally start crying if I think about how sad I was. But I was crying like every single day, and like genuinely just felt like such a failure, and this is just what I was like. And anyways, back to what the video is about. Sorry. Yeah, so I was in like a bit of a slump. I couldn't pick anything up, right? So this is like really ripping me out of it. I'm really excited to finish this, and I can feel the life coming back to me. I can feel the life coming back into me, and I'm just really excited to dive back into some books. Yeah, anyways, so back to regular scheduled programming. Okay, so it's kind of late right now. I have a cheese quesadilla, a very sad cheese quesadilla, and like leftover soup. But I'm just gonna read for a little bit today, just because I feel like I'm getting such a late start, and it's already at this point right now. It's probably like 11:30 or something. It's okay because I'm not in a rush. You know what I mean? We're just vibing. Anyways, since I'm at about 48%, I would like to get to the 60% mark tonight. That way tomorrow I'll be able to finish it. I've been really wanting to read outside, but I feel like it's just been a little too chilly for me. Like, and the wind has been insane. I am like so... I feel so bad for the creature. Like, I don't know what to say. Okay, so I'm on chapter 17, and I am 64% into it. Yeah. All he wants is a companion. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired, and it is... What time is it? It is 1:30 in the morning. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friends. I'm getting ready to start journaling about what I read last night. When we got to that point, we started getting a little bit of the backstory of how the creature got to where he is at this point in the book. But then, and also there were other things that had happened before, but I'm not gonna touch on those. That did make me like sad as well, but I digress. But we're at the 64% mark now. It did get sadder, but then it felt like there was like a little bit of hope. In his mind, he is like a wretched thing, like a monster basically. But all he wants is love. All he wants is affection. All he wants is a friend. And he's watching the humans, and he's seeing how they have like bonds with each other, and how they show love and compassion, and how they interact with each other and talk to each other, and he is watching them, and he is really longing for that. And I think that's it just makes it sad, especially because he's like an outsider looking in on other people's lives and just like growing sad and resentful. Like, his first hater was his creator, okay? And he's carrying that and like watching other people experience, and he's like, why was I not granted the opportunity to feel this affection, to feel this love, to have friends? Why don't I have friends? He doesn't truly know how he came to be. It's just sad because there are so many things he wants to know and has to figure them out on his own. Not just basic life things like how to talk, how to feed himself, how to keep himself warm, but also things like, how did he come to be? Why does he not have a creator that has shown him affection? Why is it that there's no one else like him? So he has to like figure out all of the answer to these questions essentially alone. So I feel like as you're reading the story and as you're getting the creature's perspective, it's very easy to start empathizing with him. It's been really making me think about the parallels between the things that the creature is going through and like other things, like external things in like the real world, you know what I mean? Which I'll probably touch on after I watch the movie, just so I can really gather my thoughts about it. But that is something that I've been really thinking about. But yeah, I'm going to finish my journaling. And then I'm going to, I have to clean up a little bit if I'm being honest, and then I'll probably get to sit down and read. It is a rainy day out. I'm very excited because it's making me tired and I just woke up. So I'm hoping for a cozy day reading and we'll see how far I get. Oh my gosh, I finished it. I finished it. 5 stars. 5 stars. I love this so much. Oh my gosh. I think that this was definitely one of my favorite books. It was good. It was so good. I will probably have more thoughts on it in the morning, but it is currently 9:54. Let me see how long the movie is. 2.5 hours long. Okay, if I start it now, then I should be done by like 12:30. Should I start it now? I should. So that I can like sleep on it and then gather final thoughts and stuff in the morning. Right? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Okay. How about you teach him something? He's basically a baby. He doesn't know anything. What? No, because what do you mean he just patted his own head? He literally is just a baby. He doesn't know. He barely knows how to use his own body. Like, he barely knows how to walk properly, how to use his arms properly. Like, just like, it's very evident in the way that he walks that his body's so big that he doesn't understand how to properly use it. I literally despise Victor. Also, I just feel so bad for the creature because he just, like, he doesn't deserve any of this. That's all I'm gonna say.
And I saw it. Your name, Victor Frankenstein, and where to find you.
Besties, it is literally like 2 days later, and I just realized that I didn't actually talk about my final thoughts about Frankenstein, the book and the movie, and like my feelings about it. So let's talk about it. It's also like 11 o'clock. I usually like to do my recap videos in the morning time, but we're just gonna do it now. I loved it. Okay, I really loved it. I loved the book and I loved the movie. I liked that it wasn't like 100% book accurate. With it even not being like 100% book accurate, it was done so well. And it really did Mary Shelley's Frankenstein so much justice. I really liked it. To wrap up my feelings on the book first, I loved it. I rated it 5 stars. I think it's probably one of my favorite books that I've read. I feel like this is a book that I'm going to be able to go back and read multiple times. Since we're in fall right now and winter will be approaching, I think now and even like during the winter time would be a really good time to read it. I'm trying to decide on what I actually want to discuss because I don't necessarily want to spoil it for anybody because I know it's a classic and everybody's read Frankenstein already. I feel like not everybody has read it because I never read it and it was my first time reading it. I feel like a lot of people are just now getting into it that maybe weren't interested in reading classic literature before, and I feel like a lot of people are getting introduced to it because of the movie, which I think is awesome because again, I really liked the book. I thought it was really good. So I don't want to be like too specific because I don't want it to like, I don't want to ruin somebody else's like opportunity to like read and be able to analyze and dissect it themselves, you know what I mean? Come in.
I brought home food.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna pause because my brother just brought home food and your girl's hungry. So we got to see both Victor and the creature giving their accounts of how things played out, right? From their own perspective, how they saw everything play out. By the end of the story, we've seen everything essentially from a broader scope. So we saw Victor and we saw the creature's perspectives. We, again, as readers, we got to feel how each of them felt while these events were taking place. It's difficult because like I have a lot of strong feelings towards Victor, and while I feel a lot of like empathy for the creature. It doesn't excuse the creature's behavior, some of the things that he's done. I don't like Victor. I don't. When I look back on like how the story played out, Victor was literally playing God just to play God, just because of his own morbid curiosity when it came to death. And there was no real key factor that drove him on this pursuit of wanting to like conquer death. To my knowledge, there was no like real defining event that, like, I mean, some people can say, oh well, his mother died, and then, but I didn't really see a correlation between his mother dying, and I don't think that was a driving force for him. I think it was just his own curiosity and his own like thirst for knowledge that drove him to create the creature, you know what I mean? And then also, the creature wanted so desperately, so badly to be loved, to be treated with kindness, compassion. He was constantly met with pushback. He was constantly met with anger, disgust, violence. But moving on, I don't want to stay too much and talk about the book because we did also watch the movie. So I had the same feelings about the movie, to be honest. The movie was, I loved watching the movie, first of all, because it was nice having a visual of what I was reading on the screen. I thought that was really nice. Again, I think I did already mention that the movie wasn't like 100% book accurate, which I did not mind at all. I think that there was things in the book that I felt like should have been in the movie or would have contributed to the story. However, I feel like the story itself, like if you never read Frankenstein, you would feel like it's a very complete story and it flows, it's really good. But when you have read Frankenstein before going into the movie, there are like some little things that you kind of notice and you're like, oh well, it would have been nice to see this in the movie. But again, I'm not worried about that. I still absolutely love the movie. I think that the movie was not only really well done, like I'm talking the quality, the acting, the way that they went about telling the story was just across the board really well done in my opinion. What is that guy's name? The person who played the creature. Is his name Jacob? I don't know. Whatever his name is. All I know is that he played in The Kissing Booth. Okay, that is the only movie that I saw him in, and I did not like that movie. But his acting was so good. Was so good in this movie. I was pleasantly surprised. I think that he played this role so well. I would love to see him in some more like, gothic films. I think he would do really well in it. But anyways, book Victor pissed me off, but movie Victor, words can't even describe the absolute anger and hatred that I felt towards him, seeing it on the screen and watching him. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stand Victor in the movie. I actually felt violent when it came to Victor in this movie because of the way he treated the creature. And like, I think that the creature in the movie, we really got to see the fact that he was very childlike when he was first created because he was a child, like a child in this, stuck in this like 6 foot whatever body, you know what I mean? He was very childlike because he didn't know anything. It was very evident in the way that he moved his body that he didn't know much, because the way that the creature walked, moved his arms, his fingers, everything was very new to him. He was still adjusting to his size. He was adjusting to this new world that he was now in. The fact that Victor just didn't understand why he wasn't smart. You didn't teach him anything. Oh, all he says is Victor. Because that's all he knows. That's what you've said to him. That's all he knows. The moment of him saying Victor was probably the kindest and gentlest that Victor was to the creature. That's why that name stuck to him, because like I don't like, my thing is how Victor did not take into account the fact that if he created something new, right? How was he expecting the creature to automatically just be intelligent and smart and you know what I mean? And this is not to say that the creature isn't, because we watch through the movie, through the book, we watch the creature become very intelligent, teaching himself how to speak and how to read and all the things, okay, which is amazing, and I love that. And first of all, also read, okay, I'm all over the place, but also reading it in the book makes me actually angry about the way that Frankenstein makes me actually angry about the way that Frankenstein is portrayed in like media, the new film aside, almost like shown off as like this dumb zombie like that just has his hands out and is like, oh, you know what I mean, that like doesn't have a brain and isn't able to think, and which makes me so mad, especially after reading the book, because he is so smart. The creature is smart. The creature knows how to speak. Anyways, I'm getting all rambly. I'm sorry, guys. One of the scenes in the movie that really stood out to me, and I don't know why, I see a lot of people talking about the scene with the creature and Elizabeth where he's taking off her glove. And I see a lot of people online talking about that and how like tender and sweet. I really love that scene. However, that's not the scene I'm talking about. So when the creature is picking the berries, you can really see that like childlike wonder, maybe, because then he feeds the deer the berries, and he's the way that he's just like looking at the deer, he looks happy, and it's just like very innocent. And then in that moment, what happens to the deer, that I feel like that to me felt very symbolic of just everything that the creature goes through, has gone through, or will go through, because just a moment, a sweet tender moment taken away from him just like that. That felt very much like the creature, and every time he gets little moments of like happiness and it gets taken away from him in like a brutal way. It felt symbolic to me. I don't know why, it just really stood out. That was like the one scene that I kept thinking about. The ending. I love the movie. Wasn't crazy about the ending. I didn't mind it because I was watching some of the interviews. I like the creative direction that he took the story. It was good. It was very good. And while I didn't care for the ending, I still enjoyed it. I feel like I understood why the story took that route, but overall, loved it. Not much to say. I am so happy that I read it and then watched the movie. I thought this was so fun. I feel like I want to do another video like this. I don't know, this is really fun. In the beginning of the year, I talked about how I wanted to read Dracula. So I do have a physical copy of Dracula that I really want to read. But I think I'm going to read that in the winter time. I feel like Dracula is a very winter read, you know what I mean? I might do like vampire reads in the winter time. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I had so much fun making it. If you are not already subscribed, you should do that. And definitely let me know if there's any other classic that you guys want me to read, because I am really open to reading more. I'm actually doing a little bit of a deep dive on some other gothic literature that I might want to check out. I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of like into it. I'm really excited. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!